Hello Toastmasters and welcome guests. I am proud to be here giving my first speech. And as Julie mentioned, and many of you can relate to, joining Toastmasters was not a spontaneous decision. I've had this goal for over a year now. And there are many excuses one can make to not join Toastmasters. I personally made every one of them. But finally, as of a month ago, I officially joined Toastmasters, and I am glad that I did so. So this got me thinking of other goals that I've had and worked hard to achieve. So I would like to share 3 of those goals with you. The first goal that I would like to share is one that I've had for a very long time, and that was to learn a foreign language. And I thought the best way to do so would be to go to the country and learn the language there. So last year, I decided to make my dream a reality. And I began taking Korean classes. Then, last summer, I took a 4-hour-a-day, 5-day-a-week intensive language learning class at Berkeley. And after that was through, I was fortunate enough to get accepted into a study abroad program where I lived in Korea for 6 months. Not only did I become conversational in Korean, but I also fell in love with another one of my passions, traveling. I traveled not only all around Korea, but to multiple cities in Japan, China, Hong Kong, and Macau. And once I was through with that, I got to spend the day surfing in Hawaii. It was one of the greatest experiences of my life, all because I had a goal and I worked hard to achieve it. So the second goal that I would like to share with you is somewhat of a weird goal that many people might not be able to relate to, and that is ever since I was young, I had the goal to never have to have a real job. Now, this poses somewhat of a dilemma once you get into high school and you realize, on one hand, you don't want a real job, but on the other hand, you need money to hang out with friends. So I had to get really creative. And what I decided to do was to start an eBay business where I would buy used iPods, part them out, and sell them as replacement parts. Now, when iPod minis were big, I would buy as many as 50 iPods, part them out, and sell them on eBay, almost always doubling my money per iPod. Now, eventually, replacement part values began to decrease, and that was not viable, but I am proud to say that all through high school, I supported myself through this business. And since then, I've had multiple other technology-related ventures, the latest of which I'm applying to the biggest startup incubator in Atlanta. And at this rate, hopefully I will never have to have a real job. So the third goal that I want to share with you guys is a much more recent goal, and that is to become healthy. So, of course I eat properly and exercise, but being healthy is a very vague goal. So I decided to make it much more measurable. And I thought a great measurement of personal fitness is how many pull-ups you can do. So my goal is to be able to do 20 pull-ups. And every morning, to achieve this goal, before I take a shower, I do pull-ups, as well as various other exercises. And I drastically increase the amount of pull-ups that I can do. And hopefully, by the end of the summer, I will be able to do 20 pull-ups. So, those are the 3 goals that I wanted to share with you. Language learning, never having a real job, and being healthy. Now, I'm sure you guys might not be able to relate to these particular goals, but one thing I know you can all relate to is having a goal and working hard to achieve it. In fact, everyone in this room had the goal to become a better communicator. But what's much more important is that you took the initiative to come here and work hard to achieve that goal. And for that, I'm proud to meet each and every one of you. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster.